Once again, you are onto your one and only program, Relationship, Single and Married, powered by Marriage Circuit. I am your regular anchor, Sir Bam Bam. Today, we shall be looking at the fundamentals of marriage, part 2. And in our previous edition, we did talk about the pillars of marriage. And that until you are able to understand the basic pillars of marriage, you can never enjoy your marriage. You can never enter into the bliss of marriage. And this is what is eluding so many homes. However, by God's grace, as He had given us strength, we are going to dissect all of this to you. Today we'll be taking on one of the pillars of marriage. And we'll be talking about principles. Principles are static by nature and exist in chains and unending forms. In essence, there are so many principles around one particular event or program. The differences in these principles depend on applications. Each principle, as it were, it contains unending chains of principle. The ones among the unending chains of principles also contain unending chains of principles. That is the reason why you could be doing the same thing other people are doing, or all of us are doing, and all of us will arrive at different results. Except where they are spelled out principles and are rules to guide us to apply the principles concise to concise or cover to cover, we can't get the same result. And as applied to marriage, it is obvious that it is impossible for two homes to apply the same principles concise to concise or cover to cover from end to end. That is why it is often believed, of course it's true, that there are no two homes that are the same all over the world. You are coming from a background, your spouse is probably coming from a background. The tendency for you to come and compromise certain policies that guides you over the time, the experiences you gain in your home with your parents as husband and wife, the experiences you get from people, neighbors, relatives, etc. around you or you have encountered as husband and wife, it is an ideal moment for you to manifest it. But then it takes the understanding of the couple to begin to compromise certain areas of their lives that are the don'ts of their opponent, of their spouse, so as to accommodate each other. One of the major problems is the fact that some spouse will ever want to have their way. The truth is that you are made up of a certain principle or principles, and your spouse is made up of certain principles. If you must form a successful home and build a solid home, you must first and foremost sit down and discover yourselves. That's the first step. Number 2, you should find out the do's and don'ts of each other. Number 3, you should have it at the back of your mind that marriage is all about love. It's relationship. It's all about companionship. It is not a master and a servant relationship, but a friend relationship. If you have this at the back of your mind, you could easily give out what you think is too tangible, is too important to you at a certain level to be able to accommodate or house your spouse. Based on this, you could, both of you, now form a peculiar principle which will operate with varieties of principles and give you a solid foundation where the entirety of your home could be built upon. Most importantly, talking about principles here, it is not a one-way thing. You need to consider the temperament and personality traits of your spouse as you are equally bringing up yours. For instance, there are occasions where your spouse or one spouse will come from a family where if you are eating food, you eat the food as you eat the meat together with the food. As the food finished, the meat finished from the plate. While the other partner will come from a family where you need to finish eating the other foods without touching the meat, only to eat the meat at the end of the food. When these two come together, it is attitude trait, it is habit trait. When these two come together and they have to eat as husband and wife in the same plate, the tendency for the one who came from a home where they eat and finish the food together with the meat, to apply that same thing is very, very high. And the one who came from a home where they need to finish eating the whole food in the plate before eating the meat will also apply his own. The tendency is equally high. It is now the two of you coming together to blend, to understand why you should not eat meat while you're eating food, or why you should eat food first before you eat meat, so as to have it as a principle that will guide you people. Otherwise, the marriage will turn sour and upside down. Thank you for watching this episode. Turn on the notification bell as you join us in the subsequent editions. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Visit our website and you can call or WhatsApp us. I remain your one and only Sir Bam Bam. Thank you.